What's good, everyone? I am at NBA G-Wiz, and this one is the man with the beard, the man, the legend, the myth, all of the things, Mr. Jake Skidmore, Skiddy at IFS. How you doing, my man?
I'm going well, Matty G. Thank you very much for having me. I can't wait to break down and see what we got going on for this weekend of NBA action. It's going to be a really good weekend. The in-season tournament.
Ooh.
We're ready to go.
It's going to be hot. We're going to break it down. We're going to do your first game previews, give you some NBA injury news, updates, and everything right after this.
You are now listening to the Insight Fantasy Sports Podcast.
And yes, we really can't get down to any business and ads or drops with telling you why they're going to be added or dropped and all of those things going on. And a lot of that comes down to this. Gabe Vincent is out for the Los Angeles Lakers for at least the next 2 weeks up until about the 20th of November. Wendell Carter Jr. today sustaining a hand injury with the Utah Jazz. Skiddy, he was playing so well too.
Wendell Carter, unfortunately, with the fractured hand, the third metatarsal in his hand. So that's not good. As I said in the previous episode, I think Jonathan Isaac is probably a pickup. I think his fantasy game is the best for the Magic there. That can be the most logical pickup there. If he gets 24 minutes, this is a massive, massive pickup. So I like Jonathan Isaac. I mean, Cole Anthony also, if the injury to Gary Harris is sustained. So there's a couple of different ways that we can go there in Orlando.
Which also means Anthony Black, who did get some more minutes today. I loved Anthony Black coming out. I know, like, everyone's like, he's never going to play. Yeah, he's never going to play unless Markel Fultz's knee injury thing and situation doesn't come to fruition. That's not going to happen for him. It's if Cole Anthony gets injured or 2 or 3 guards go down in a very deep guard side, Anthony Black is going to have some relevance. It was a shame today that he didn't hit his free throws, but overall, a good kind of first. Do you call this the real first Anthony Black game?
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, it's the first time we've had substantial minutes in, and he was playing in the fourth quarter too. So, I mean, I wasn't as high on him as you were, so I'll give you your chocolates. That was a good one by you. But nothing wrong with a bit of chockies, that's for certain. But yeah, I want to see how the rest of it comes. I think if Suggs is still on your wire, he's definitely a pickup. He could have the point guard role and could have a genuine fantasy spike.
And Jalen has shown flashes of this in the past, so look out for that one. Yahoo New Day has just begun as we are recording this one. One of the most added guys for the daily stream is Tim Hardaway Jr., who has played himself into – Now, Tim Hardaway Jr. has been an absolute flamethrower for the Dallas Mavericks to start it. Look, maybe my phone has – it's at the end of the day, and like Yahoo always – I love Dan Titus. He's a lovely bloke. I've got a special announcement for you. We're gonna debut a special announcement.
Oh shit!
Yeah, we do it. But at the end of the day, Yahoo just takes forever to download right now. So he is one of the hottest ads right now in Yahoo, mate. He has been a flamethrower. Let's talk about it this way.
Pull over by this hot guy and let me out.
Hasn't he been a smoke show?
Yeah, no, he's been fantastic. I mean, I think it is also to do with Kyrie being out, and they just.
But was it? Because if you look at his performances without it, he even played well off the ball with Kyrie as an outlet the first 2 games. So maybe this is
it's just his usage.
Agreed. He does need a lot of usage to be relevant, and unless he's playing off the ball, and again, Jason Kidd is not a very good NBA coach. Like seeing a 60-year-old man, is he 60? I don't know. He's 50-something, running around on the basketball court in training with the flat top Mitchell and Ness cap playing up there, acting like he's a young bloke and he's still cool because his name's Jason. Not what a man. Like, no. There's a darker side to bloody Jason Kidd, and that's why the hell he got out of LA, and he was lucky to get a coaching job in the first place, to be fair. But Tim Hardaway Jr. is an absolute must-add. We spoke about this earlier, and it does link back to that injury news of Wendell Carter's third metacarpal going down. Mo Wagner, an absolute hot ad right now.
Okay, that's your opinion.
He's a hot ad on right now since the beginning of the brand new. This is the interesting thing. I always love to see who's adding and dropping guys. So there must be adding. You've got to add. You've got to drop a guy to add a guy. Like it's the simple, like quick muff. This is the interesting thing. Mo is now rostered in 12% of Yahoo leagues. He's been added 2,626 times since the brand new day in Yahoo has started, all of like 40 minutes ago in America, according to West Coast time. He's been dropped 36 times. 36 people have thought to themselves, "Oh, he's not going to be any better." There are 36 fantasy managers out there right now. They're like, you know what? He's not going to be any better.
That's a bloody head scratcher there, Matty G. I'll tell you that much, mate. I mean, shit. You see Wendell go down and you go, you know what? I'm going to drop his replacement. He's probably going to have an increased amount of minutes. Yeah.
Yeah. The next most added guy right now is Denny Advia. Denny Advia has been added the most around. I see that happening. But again, interesting ad with everything over in Washington. Advia has been good. Kelly Olynyk getting some ads and some drops in margin. And Karis LeVert. But this is all, again, as we said, due to the injuries. Bradley Beal is still a game time decision. When that changes, that's very interesting, I think. But who is the must roster guy? Who is the guy right now who is your
target acquired?
Is it Grayson Allen in Phoenix?
No.
He seems to be the starter.
Yeah, he is, but until when Beal comes back, it's just a no. Yeah. I mean,
until Beal comes back. Let's say Beal is out for another 2 weeks. Who is your waiver stream option in this case for the Phoenix Suns right now?
Yeah, okay.
Because they've got the Saturday Sunday back to back.
Okay, right. Well then, as much as I hate him because can I say the C word or not?
Oh, you can loosely spell it. Can I see you in the Northern Territory?
Yeah. Grayson Allen is
see you next Tuesday.
Yeah, he can get stuffed. But he can provide some fantasy relevance. I tend to sometimes lead Eric Gordon, but I can see why you would take Grayson Allen over Gordon. I think it's just because sometimes Gordon's had 21 and he's played really, really well, and then he's had a couple of assists here and there, and then sometimes Allen's had a couple of threes and he's chipped in here. But I think it's kind of a throw up between either or. So I think you got to just play the risk. If they got the back to back, you just kind of got to go one of them, and then just hope to God that they both one that one that you choose is the right one.
Yes, choose the right way here. Choose the right one. Choose the person that you choose the right one. Look, I'm going to say this one right now. This guy right now is we're going to do news at the end. We always do news at the first. Let's do news at the end. Let's continue on this waiver tray for the weekend heat check before we do our punts for the weekend. Just to change it up, Skiddy. Have some fun with it.
I like it.
TJ McConnell, he is still been added a lot with the skepticism over what's going to happen with Tyrese Halliburton this weekend. Now, the Pacers have the back-to-back Friday, Saturday. What are we going to see here? Because
it's an interesting one, isn't it? I mean, if Tyrese is out, TJ McConnell did get more minutes, but also there's Andrew Nembhard. Pacers do like to favor Nembhard over McConnell as well. So, but I think Tyrese plays tomorrow against the Cavs. I think the tournament kind of gets him up for it.
And this is what I'm curious about, because you've just said this earlier. I guess this is a bit of a one of these ones. Breaking news. Garland and Allen being named last-minute move to questionable, and inside tell in Cleveland is they could both be available for the first game of the tournament tomorrow.
Yep. I think Garland plays. But I'm not sure on Allen. We're still saying about the 2-week reevaluation from preseason. I know that time is up, but I think they're going to be on the caution level of it, seeing as it was a bone bruise in his ankle, and he is 7 foot. I think they kind of maybe play a little bit more caution on Allen, a little bit more minutes to Tristan Thompson. So
there's a name you don't hear every day of the week unless you watch the Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Hey, just because he fucked over Chloe, whatever. It's
how many times? It's not all right. I'm sorry.
No, it's not all right. You're right. You're right. It's not all right.
It's not all right. It's not all right. I have a wife who religiously watches that show, and I watch Tristan Thompson on there occasionally. This has turned into a reality TV podcast really quickly, and the awkwardness in that family with him living with her right now to raise their kid under his situation before he went back to Cleveland. Yeah, dude, because of his family situation before he went back and took his contract in Cleveland, he was living with Chloe to help get full-time care for his brother. And there's hats off to Tristan Thompson and the way that he loves and takes care of that responsibility of his younger guy, 100%. But a dirtbag husband, boyfriend, fiance, whatever, to do what he's done. Let's just cap that one. He's in my starting five all-time great NBA dirtbags.
My fiance had to tell me about that because I thought I was across the NBA news, but I do not keep up with the Kardashians. I could not give two shits.
No, my wife does, and I'm just there vicariously in the background while watching NBA highlights of that. I'm like, oh, really? That happened, and I just get to. I'm just present. I'm just present in the room while it evolves around me. I'm a giving person like that. Look, we're going to get down to the games of the day. Let's do a bit of an NBA game preview. For that, I guess it brings down to, before we do hot guys, ice cold, let's look at a game preview for tomorrow.
He's heating up.
Look, I'm taking the Cavs tomorrow, straight down the line. We're doing it right now. Skiddy, you and I said we were going to dedicate. I'm putting you on the spot. I'm putting myself on the spot. Are we going to put in $50 each? Are we going to put in $50 for the NBA season and try and keep some punts afloat?
Are we here to fuck spiders? No, we're not. 100% I'm in.
All right, do it. We're doing it because Spider Mitchell's on the docket for tomorrow. The docket for tomorrow. The Cavs and the Pacers. Straight up, the biggest news here is Karis LeVert still playing well off the bench. We're unsure. Max Strus slips back into his initial starting role. Tyrese Halliburton is questionable. I like to call them the Nays. The Nays, Naismith and Nemhard. They're the stream options for the Pacers at the end of the day if you're looking for waiver wire targets out of this game. Isaac Okoro getting you defensive stats, but Karis LeVert seems to be, again, fitting in very well. We did it in the Cavs pod. You love him as the sixth man for your team, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. I do. Like LeVert, I love it even more now as a stream with Ty Jerome out because Ty Jerome does take a bit of those ball handling responsibilities when Mitchell and Garland are off the floor. Without him, Craig, actually, let me just give a shout out to Craig fucking Porter Jr. First 2 games, brother, in your NBA career, you have looked sensational on your defensive efforts. And I know you're trying to work your way in to be an offensive-minded player, but shit me, keep going the way you're going, mate. I'm loving what you're putting down right now. But
I really hope that Craigo hears this right now. He's like, oh, Skiddy loves me, and just feels as touched as I feel about your enthusiasm for that bloke.
I'm big on him. I love his defense, and I love his athleticism, his ability to be able to read when a defensive shot has gone up and when a player is playing that kind of role on offense for the other team. I'm really, really liking it. So I can see some ways that he can become a good NBA player. Yeah,
some useful moments. I don't know tomorrow in the debut because we're going to talk about bets over and under. I've just added to our bets for tomorrow a lock, the Cavs to win, especially with possibly Halliburton being out. This is going to be all pending last minute. I'm not going to add this. I'm going to take a screenshot and do it. But I'm taking Donovan Mitchell for over 25 as well. Just FYI.
Yeah. Okay. So we look at it really quickly on Cavs played Pacers last weekend.
Yep.
And the Pacers won 125 to 113. That was without Allen, Mitchell, and Garland. For the Cavs, Pacers were fully healthy. Naismith took the piss. Halliburton absolutely destroyed him in the last minute. But this was a close game until about 4 minutes to go in the last quarter. And then Tyrese Halliburton just went off. So I'm expecting a fairly close game again. I think depending on the ins, but even if just Mitchell and Levert played an absolute ripper last game as well, and Mobley. This is very dependent on the ins and outs of the game. I think if Halliburton plays, Garland and Allen are out, I think Pacers may just nudge it. But if
they're out,
yeah. But if Garland plays, I think Cavs can win 5+.
And make sure you like and subscribe to all of the Twitter feeds of both myself and Skiddy and the Inside Podcast Network. You can see it up the top there. It's right up above our heads at Inside F Sports. And we'll make sure that we tweet that out before game time tomorrow.
Individually.
Down here in the corner. Next one up, we've got the Bucks and the Knicks. I am just saying this. Bounce back Bucks. Bounce back Bucks. I am saying bounce back Bucks. I am look, if Middleton is still shit, I think the Knicks will get it. I'm just they can't be this bad for this long. Damian Lillard can't be this not Damian Lillard for this in the new situation. It's on the stage. It's at Milwaukee. It's in front of the home crowd here. Here's off the injury report. Giannis is off the injury report. They are $1.37 favorites here in Australia to the Knicks 3.10. Now, that's nuts. That's a nuts line. Like, it makes me almost want to just hit New York at a line.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a look at that of the line.
See, look, Matty, I'm picking up what you're putting down, mate. But the Knicks did just lose to the Cavs at home in Madison Square Garden without Garland and Jared Allen. And
then they beat them the game before.
Yeah, but we didn't have Levert playing that game either. So we had
but bench. I like the move. I like the RJ Barrett. RJ Barrett didn't play last game. He's been respect. No. I'm going to give the man his flowers. He has been playing better overall basketball that we are.
Okay,
not
I'll give you that.
RJ Barrett. Let us just be clear.
I can concede that.
RJ Barrett season. He can get as much hate for being inefficient or not passing the ball or not defending. He's been passing the ball and defending and efficient. And he's actually been a key to them winning games. He didn't play last game. So while he's doing that, I will give him his flowers where it's due. And the second that he sucks, I'll say that he sucks, but he's been noticeable. Josh Hart inserting into that starting lineup, which is what I wanted in the first place. Emmanuel Quickly has been a scorcher. Who does that off the bench for the Bucks? No one. So if you can get to pick your own line on this one, he's going to be a score. Campaign. Read that sentence out on a piece of paper. Write it down and then read it out. Campaign will scorch you off the bench. It doesn't make any sense. Here's one you can read. Emmanuel Quickly is a fucking flamethrower.
Portis is a G off the bench for the Bucks.
Yes, he is a very good player off the bench for the Bucks. I don't disagree with that. But I also like the depth of the Knicks. I like Hartenstein off the bench. I like DiVincenzo. And Josh Hart off the bench, I think it's a little bit deeper. Then again, decent minutes for Crowder and Connaughton lately. I am just going to go with the bounce back Bucks. As I said, I did say bounce back Bucks, but if I can get the line somehow, you and I have to talk about the line. Yeah. The handicap betting is the Knicks at 6.5 for $1.89. Look, right now I'm going to try and pick my own line. I'm going to bounce it up to like 12 for the Knicks because I think it can be closer than that. If I can do some stupid, egregious one, I will. But right now, I'm picking the Bucks over tomorrow. Streaming options still in play, just in case he does go down last minute. If he is on your waiver wire, because a lot of people dropped him, Josh Hart, 100%.
Let me just tell you, CJ, the Bucks have beaten the Knicks the last 5 times they've played.
Yes, they have.
We're going the Bucks.
This is why I'm saying. Look, I know we're saying the Bucks. The line is so tasty. The line is so tasty. It's 3.10 and 6.5.
6.5.
6.5.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Like,
I don't mind it. Actually.
It's not. I don't mind it. That's all I'm saying. Look, for those who are like for the punters out there, this is what this show is also for Heat Check on the weekend. But your ads right here are Josh Hart, Emmanuel Quickly, and Bobby Portis if you need some extra power forward and center movements. Again, there is no team of this lineup that has a back-to-back set. So you can probably stream that and use it back with the Pacers who do have the back-to-back set, probably for Naismith and Nembhard. And if TJ McConnell, if and when we find out Tyrese Halliburton is out for an extended amount of time. On to our next matchup then, Skiddy. Let's go this one. The Golden State Warriors versus the OKC Thunder. Geez, the Warriors with an absolute average Andrew Wiggins look good.
Wiggins, he had 14 points at halftime and they did fuck all for the rest of the game. Like, come on, Wiggs, you're better than this. We expected you to get rebounds. You haven't gone near shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
look,
I'm getting pissed.
You are, and that's not even enough beers for it right now. Look, there's no real streaming options in this team, and apart from if you are looking for some extra off the bench, Kuminga. There's no real injuries in either one of these starting lineups. Old mate has been actually no, sorry, I scratched that. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out as injured for this game, so this is why he is out injured for this game. So Kayson Wallace, your boy,
yes sir,
it's your boy Kayson. This is a waiver.
Target acquired.
Kayson Wallace in this system. I know that you love Kayson. He's a pickup target if you need a streaming point guard for the day. If you can't get Naismith or Nembhard into your line for that back-to-back. Again, we try and get the back-to-back on the Friday and Saturday and roll that into a Sunday, Monday back-to-back to maximize our lineups. So this is where you roll Nets, Bulls, Nuggets, and Pacers. We're giving you the Pacers tips, and then you can roll that into a Hornet or a Sun. And especially with that one, as we mentioned earlier, Grayson Allen, Josh Okogie, but my guy, Drew Eubanks, become very viable options to help you finish your week strong and start on. That's what the Heat Check's about, giving you the best advice for the course of the weekend, Skiddy.
Yes, sir. Couldn't agree more, mate. And, I think there are some fantastic opportunities to be able to be made here. So, yeah, absolutely.
You've got Kuminga and Moody, possible daily stream options if you need.
No, I don't like it. I don't like anything besides Kayson Wallace in this game. I think if history repeats itself, especially without Shai, that's tough for the Thunder. So I'm pretty confident in taking the Warriors tomorrow. I think Steph will probably Steph as well.
Ooh, I am going to look at plus 20 points. Just so you know, Chet Holmgren is paying $3.40. for plus 20 points tomorrow.
I like it in the aspect of when he's playing directly against Draymond, just for the added extra height. But when he matches up against Looney, I think that's just too much height and too much body weight to be able to deal with. Even Dre's body weight is going to be tough for Chet to be able to deal with.
I'm not going to lie, man. I said this earlier this week about him versus Duran. I said this about him versus Zion the other day, and he still came out and against Valanciunas, and he still came out with Hefford and Ussel. In fact, let me then improve that little tasty bet for you. To score 15 plus points tomorrow, Chet Holmgren is paying $1.74.
Okay, I'll take the 15. It's just what Vooch, and Vooch isn't a great defender, but Vooch got into Chet after Chet scored probably about 10 in the first quarter, and then he just did not let him into any space after that. And you could see that the amount of physicality.
The wind went out of the sails a bit.
Yeah. So I'll take 15, but I'd be worried about 20.
I'm putting it into the ether for us. All right, no one's there. The next one up.
And I'm giving you my honest opinion back.
And I'm putting that in. I'm taking out one.
Yeah, I like it.
I'm putting in that, and I'm going to put him in for one made $3 at $1.10 to juice it up to $2 for him.
I like that.
There you go. Yeah, I'm just going to throw him in there in the multi for that one, and then I'll read back to
Bulls Nets.
We've got Bulls Nets. No, I was going to. Do you want to do Bulls Nets? Because now this is the Nets. The Nets are on the back-to-back. Okay, so Cam Johnson's still out. Claxton is out. Derek Whitehead is out. Dorian Finney-Smith is must roster.
Yeah, could not agree more. He's
pull over by this hot guy and let me out.
Isn't he just been playing?
He's still just working into it. Yeah, he's normally Dodo is not the type of player that you want to pick up, but shit me, he's looked good doing it. He's knocking down the threes. The ball movement's just zipping around without Clarkson there with Simmons at the helm. Is Dinwiddie back, by the way?
Yeah, Dinwiddie is back tomorrow. He's listed. His listing is questionable for tomorrow, but I think they might give it a bit of a run. Royce O'Neal's been here. Lonnie Walker has been a hot pickup in a lot of leagues. In fact, Lonnie Walker look, and we know that Yahoo's been down tonight, and I'm sure that everyone in Yahoo land is working on fixing that problem up as we're recording this one. But he has been one of the hottest pickups early on for those who have managed to get onto the Yahoo platform as a streaming option for the back-to-back, especially with the possibility that that Spencer Dinwiddie is still out. So, look, man, I think your pickups there definitely Dorian Finney-Smith, because especially this back-to-back, my thoughts are that Claxton will sit out both, and I'm a Claxton owner in a couple of leagues. I think he's out for both. I think you definitely ride the DFS train while you can, especially in your category leagues. In category leagues, Dorian Finney-Smith is doing the win, but I do expect it. Do we expect that the Brooklyn Nets will win this game? Or do we expect that the Bulls will? Because the Bulls are shit. I don't want to touch this with a 10-foot pole.
No, Bulls are shit. You're right. But I haven't been.
They're 156 favorites to 244.
Who? The Bulls?
Mm.
If there was one bet that I would be doing in this game, that is Nikola Vucevic for a double-double. I think that is locked.
All right, how's this? I will do this for you. I will go 15 points. I will put in Vucevic at $1.39. I will go into rebounds. Yep, for 15 points. And for Vucevic for 10 rebounds is $1.20.
Yep. Vuce, yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll be happy with that. Absolutely. Yep.
Okay, how's this? I'll take out the 15. I'll take out the 15 points, and I'll back it back down on 2. This is hilarious. I can't believe we're doing this over Nikola Vucevic. This is fantastic. We will put him in. I will find a way to put him in for 10 points. Pick our 1 points for Vooch at 10.
No, I think for a double-double is $1.29, so it's a little fluffer. I love that. If you want to put him in for 15, that's fine by me. But I think he's just going to eat this game. There's no one that's going to be able to contest him for the boards, and he is that good on the rebounds. We saw it in that last game. I wouldn't be surprised if the Nets won this game.
Yep, I won't be surprised either.
I honestly think that they can shut down the Bulls' offense pretty bloody well, because we saw that against the Heat too. They did that very well in the last quarter to be able to overcome and beat the Heat. So yeah, look, I mean, I'd probably take the Nets at the line if they're underdogs. I think I can see Brooklyn taking it with Vooch to get a double-double. I can definitely see that.
Look, I'm going to put that on there for us. I'll put that on the docket. We might share this tomorrow in our socials in the morning. We've got Washington versus let's do it. Washington versus Miami.
Miami.
Oh. All I'm seeing is injury. I'm seeing probable with the knee injury is Jimmy Butler, injured left shoulder contusion. Kevin Love, Bam Adebayo is playing with a left hip contusion. Do I really want to trust it?
Yeah, I think Jimmy plays, but in all honesty, I don't.
The Wizards aren't good.
Wizards look shit.
It's more of a vote of confidence against the Washington Wizards.
Yeah, yeah. I figured out what you're putting out. I think, if Butler doesn't play, I like Kuz and Hero for both 25. I think Hero is
I'm going to hit
Kuz
at $1.58 for 20 plus.
Okay, and then go Hero for 25 as well. He's looking like he's being one of the
I'm going to back him on the 20. I'm going to back him at 20, just because it rolls better at $1.32.
Okay, if you want to do that, that's fine.
You want 25? You want to go to 25? All right, Tyler Hero 195, 198. There you go, Tyler Hero plus 25 tomorrow. We're talking fantasy relevancy right here. Look, there's not a lot. There's not a lot of fantasy relevance. Koulibaly is probably the only guy in here for defensive stats that you want. But again, there's better options out there. I would take DFS over him. Again, your best waiver wire target. Your guy is that because you're going to get 2 games of value out of that one roster ad, and you want to maximize those ads on there. We've done that one. We've done Brooklyn and Chicago. Shit show city is what I'm calling this one. Memphis. Portland.
Oh, no.
And Shaedon Sharpe is probable. He's got a right thumb sprain, and I don't like this game at all. I think this is an absolute horrible-looking game.
Yep, I agree there. Memphis have just looked absolute shithouse to start the year. But in saying that, so have Portland. And I think that Memphis don't go 0-6 after this game. I think
You
they
don't think
can
so?
win this. No, I think Memphis can win this. I'm
I'm
not
looking through it and I just don't know.
super confident on it. But I think Tillman can do enough to stop Ayton. Scoot's out as well for the Blazers, which means that who's the fucking backup point guard for the Blazers?
Malcolm Brogdon's been promoted to the starting
Oh,
lineup.
Brogdon. Oh, yeah, Brogdon actually shit. No, he's all right, actually. Yeah, no, got
He's
Bundle
very good.
too.
He's been playing very well off the bench. It's Marcus
Actually-
Smart and him matching up from the same team from last year is a bit of a Celtics head-to-head combo that I'm really looking forward to seeing again. Robert Williams being out there against this team. Look, I'm not seeing a lot of anything
I like Desi
generated.
Bain for 20. I like Desi Bain for
You
20
like
or
Desi Bain?
25. Yeah.
You like Desi Bain for 20? All right, we'll hit up Desmond Bain for 20. Just so you know, the Grizzlies are favored in this game.
Okay. That doesn't surprise me. Is it in Portland? It is in Portland.
It is in Portland.
Look, if it was in Memphis, I'd be so much more confident in Memphis. But fuck, this is a throw of the heads, mate. I've got to see how this game actually plays out. I think Desi Bain is the one that's going to have a big game.
Yep.
But I think if you're a smart punter, this is the type of game where you just look at it and go, shit can hit the fan anywhere here. No.
Yeah, I'm kind of avoiding this one a little bit. I am going to just look at the defensive stats right here. I do think we're looking for a very good look. DeAndre Ayton has had, oh God, I hate saying this. I feel dirty. I'm going to need to go and have a shower after we finish this pod. He's had a career week in rebounds with the plus 20 the other day, and he's had plus steals the other day of 5. Now,
yes, I did notice that. Good on him.
I'm going to
shit and trying.
I am going to put, this is funny, for 6+ rebounds, someone who's been on the improve lately is my guy, Jaren Jackson Jr. He is plus 6 rebounds at $1.22. And I don't personally see a lot of other guys on there plus 6 rebounds. I think Triple J can hit 6 rebounds in this game.
Okay, in this game, yes, I can, because there could be a lot of bricks. So I can see the 6 rebounds. Yeah, I can see that.
So I'm going to put him down for plus 6 rebounds at 122.
Yep, I like it.
There we go. Yep. We're at $34 on our multi to start off with for the day.
Dang,
this is looking good. Yeah, we're looking all right. And I haven't even put the Knicks with a plus 12 in there yet, if I can. That's how good that one's looking. We're really messing this up on the weekend, Ishak.
Let's roll to that last game because I've got some shit to say about our defending champions.
All right, here we go. The last game of the day. Let's look at this one right now. Someone who has been absolutely ice cold. Yep, that is my guy, Kyrie Irving, who has not played the last 2 games. And if you've put like one of those late round picks in a 14-team league and you took Kyrie, he was not good to start the season. He has not been him. This is not the Kyrie we want. He is questionable again for this one. My question is, though, lower back pain, probable is Nikola Jokic, and probable is Jamal Murray, and probable is Christian Braun. Are they just not giving a fuck about the
Mate, I don't know if this is because of the tournament or if this is because they got absolutely fucking destroyed by the Wolves the other day.
They got destroyed.
This week. That was one of the worst Nuggets I've ever seen.
Actually, no, I did something in the bathroom this morning that was one of the worst Nuggets you would have ever seen. But
okay.
That was an absolute. It was 2 things, and I failed to find the words to describe what they were. But the one thing is, though, the other game, that was a revenge game for the Timberwolves, and we need to remember this very clearly. The Timberwolves did play very well against the Nuggets in the playoffs last year. Now, the Nuggets were very lucky to win that championship by a degree.
Whoa.
To be fair, they were the best. No. They were lucky. No. I'm going to call it how I see it. They were lucky. No, how's this? No, they weren't lucky. Lucky is the wrong word. They played the best basketball in the NBA last season, but we forget very quickly with that championship mentality how close those Lakers games were. We forgot that the Timberwolves were the only team that pushed them. and that took a game from them, and that they were close games. But look, besides Miami in the finals, they weren't lucky. They put it together when it counted, and they deserve that ring on their fingers. The Lakers shouldn't. The Timberwolves shouldn't. But they were closer than people think. They just see this. They just see the score line. They see this 4-0. They see the 4-1, and they forget that they were close. I reckon the Timberwolves had that game scheduled, and they came out firing all guns blazing. That's just me.
I can agree with that too, because also too they didn't have. I don't think they have Gobert for some of that series, and Jaden McDaniels has also broken his hand where he punched that wall because he's a dumbass.
Yep.
But yeah, no, I agree with what you're saying, but in no way, shape, or form are we going to take anything away from the Nuggets. They were superior to everyone last year.
Not to take anything away from them. But I just want to call that these were the guys that in the and you know the quality of a team.
I'm
with how you come out the close games.
I'm picking up what you're putting down now. What you're saying is that the Timberwolves were really focusing in on this game because this is the team that knocked them out. But yes, it wasn't too far in between the Nuggets and the Wolves in that series last year. Yep, I'm picking up what you're saying now. Yep.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm just saying, like, we forget it so often. Like when we look at the champions, or we look at who they go through, and we just see a strewn of dead teams just beaten out by these guys at the end. So I expect a bounce back game, but I do expect the Nuggets to win this. But all the probable tags going into it, Luka has been. Talk about this one.
Pull over by this hot guy and let me out.
Been scorching hot to start the season. Now that free throw percentage, God knows if it could ever happen. He has been, because next week, let's introduce the segment. Next week, Skiddy, we're going to do Filthy's 5, your 5 favorite guys of the past week. And Luka would be Luka right now is playing to be on that list consistently.
Yeah, 100%. He's been fantastic. He is the first week MVP for sure. I think that bloody one-handed shot against the Nets was just.
Oh my Lord!
What can you say? Everyone wants to talk this bullshit about being Luka Magic. That was Luka Magic. That was unreal. So he's been taking the game at the scruff. I think the Nuggets too this game. But shit, if they roll out that same crap that they played against the Timberwolves, they're going to get absolutely steamrolled here by the Nuggets. By the Mavericks. I don't know what the fuck MPJ was doing. It was a shit game by him. It was a shit game by Murray. I thought Jokic was kind of just standing. I think that was one of Jokic's worst games, in all honesty. Also, 3 field goals for Gordon in the first 3 quarters. What were they doing? I
don't know. It wasn't a good game. Look, it wasn't a good game by any way, shape, or form. I expect them to bounce back and get the win tomorrow. Look, I'm just going to mark down. Look, I'm not even going to mark them down because I don't know. Look, I've marked the Nuggets as the winners tomorrow. Actually, I'm going to take it off. I don't trust it. I'm staying away from it until I know the injuries. Or do I do it?
Fair enough, too. No, let's leave. Let's leave.
All right, leave it the Nuggets at the win. Okay, so let's put our final tips over, our final waiver wire, as this is a fantasy show, not a punting show at the end. We try and combine both things for your weekend heat check.
Gamble responsibly.
It's the weekend. It's heat check time. So again, looking at your must-add guys for the course of the weekends, we're looking for the back-to-back sets here. We're looking for the Friday, Saturday. Look at the Nets. We're checking out Dorian Finney-Smith. So here we go. Let's do it this way.
Target acquired.
Yeah, absolutely. Your target acquired on this one right here without a shadow of a doubt are the Nets guys, the Bulls guys, the Nuggets, and the Pacers. And of all of these options, if your name is not Naismith, Nemhard, or Dorian Finney-Smith, those are the main 3 pickups you want to try and wave out for the weekend. Anyone else that's on your eyes or your radar from those teams or guys?
Cam Thomas, if he's still on your wire, obviously.
He wouldn't be on there.
That's fair. If Dinwiddie is out, then Lonnie Walker maybe, but I don't really. That's just for points, I think.
Yep.
Pacers, if Halliburton's out, then Nemhard or maybe TJ McConnell. That's also a good one. What's on the Bulls? If you need steals, Caruso. It's always there.
Yep, 100%. And these are the guys who are flying off your board as well with the look at for the weekend. And we've just got that updated. Bucks tomorrow as well. Malik Beasley. He's been added to a lot of leagues right now. He's been getting, he's 11% rostered, the last 3% in the last day.
Streamer.
A lot of good streamer guys who are just filtering onto the waiver right now. 12% rostered, plus 9% is Mo Wagner. So Mo Wagner has gone up in the leagues. Now, it's not the back-to-back set, but this is on the back of that news that Wendell Carter is going to miss a couple of weeks. These are the hot guys. Yeah, hot guys that you want to be adding up there. Hot guy alert. Those are the guys you want to be adding to finish. Oh, thank you so much. I've had a couple of glasses of rosé. I could be yours. Grant Williams has been one of the most added guys. TJ McConnell for the Indiana Pacers. Again, TJ McConnell is not a bad shout because we're looking at that week 2, and this is another pacer that you're looking to add for the back-to-back. In the Bulls, look, they haven't been great. The Bulls haven't been very good at all, have they?
No, they haven't been. They haven't shown me a lot. So hopefully they can turn it around. So we'll just have to wait and see how they go.
Yeah, Caruso is the ad there if you want to pick up yourself a Bull to get some defensive stats for the next couple of days. In the Nuggets, Christian Brand, but he is quite probable right now, so we're not sure what we're getting from him. But we're going to roll those into the Hornets. Yeah, Reggie Jackson, I would say, would be the only other guy there from the Nuggets. Reggie Jackson has been getting some extra minutes, especially because Jamal Murray. To be fair, Jamal Murray is probable. So if he rests Reggie Jackson, Peyton Watson's been getting some minutes, but Reggie Jackson and Christian Brand, who's also probable, are the only two real guys you want to target in on there. Otherwise, you're going to have to burn a single pick. If you're going to burn a single pick on this, you're looking for guys like Tim Hardaway Jr. You're looking for Grant Williams. You're looking for Denny Advia, Harris LeVert, Derek Lively, Dorian Finney-Smith. These are the most guys. Also, Royce O'Neal. He's been playing okay, getting you some rebounds, he's been getting you some defensive stats on the peripherals there. Those are pretty much the culmination of all your ads. And the culmination of drinking responsibly while you're away is these guys right here. Standard Squeeze. Make sure you jump on and use promo code Inside15. Skiddy's got his 4-in-1 right there. If you use Inside15, you get 15% off all your purchases. Big shout out to those guys. And one of our major sponsors, Astute Newstead, our friend Ryan. Make sure you get in touch with Ryan at ryanh@eganwealth.com.au. Ryan specializes in home loans, sorting you out the best financial advice, obligation-free, on a panel of all the major banks, 50-plus lenders. It's obligation-free. But if you want to know about that dream home, if you want to know if it can be yours, just like you want to know if that fantasy championship can be yours at the end of the season, reach out to Ryan. All his details are linked below. So is our Discord. So is everything. Click on all the things. I'm Matty G, and this is
Filthy of IFS. Jake Skiddy Skidmore. Thank you very much for tuning into us, and hopefully our bets get up. Gamble responsibly. And Matty G, thanks for another beautiful episode. I'll see you next week.
Weekend Heat Chat coming at you next weekend. I'll catch you over the course of the weekend. I'll catch you for the Chase Down with Matty O'Brien, who's back from Bula, Fiji. We'll see you soon.